Hello everyone and welcome back to Pens with M's. Today I'm going to be doing a little different video than usual, and I'm going to be showing you how I plan in my Hobonichi for a week. So the way I use my Hobonichi is I will do like a monthly spread, and that spread will just be like everything I need to do that month. I didn't even decorate February. I should have. I need to do March, but the ones that I probably use the most are my week. So this is this week. And I've really been enjoying printing like my own stickers. So let's do next week together. And I printed off a couple of my sticker sheets. So this one is one that reminds me of my dog. And so I drew a little picture of him and some bones. And then this one is I think the one I want to use. It reminds me of my daughter, and I did just book a trip to Disney World for my birthday, and it would be really fun to use this one because it's kind of like a theme park. So this is, I have purple hair and my daughter has long curly hair. So this is like little just drawings that I did of her and I. They're not very good, but you know, they make me happy. So I think I might use these. So yeah, let's plan together, and like I'll sort of I just want to talk to you guys as I do this because I think I'm definitely going to use this one. I haven't seen my dog in a little bit, and so this is like which one do I use? Which one do I use? Actually, I already used one of the stickers. Let's just use this one. And it's been kind of like this huge void. It's like I don't have a very good printer. You can see like all the lines. But I love doing this. So yeah, we'll do this together. So let's see how these come out. I've been trying different ways of doing it, and some of them yield better results than others. So as much as I don't mind the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the way they're set out here, I kind of want something a little bit prettier. That did not lay down right. And I'm using regular sticker paper instead of washi. So maybe I can peel this up if I'm really, really careful. I can, haha. Okay. Now the thing is, can I actually do it better than I just did? We'll find out. Nope, that's not better. There we go. And yeah, the hardest part has been like finding a way to like print this so that it prints with like a, you know, deep enough to cut through, but still be like a kiss cut sticker. And that has not always been the easiest. I find once I get the first one down, they're pretty easy to lay out. But yeah, so I'm very much into personalizing my planner, and I've bought tons of stickers online. Like I love buying them. I don't know. I've really wanted to have like my journal be super representative of like my life this year. And I feel like what better way to do that than to like make my own stickers. So yeah, if you want a tutorial on like how I make the stickers, or like if you guys are interested in the stickers, like let me know. I guess I could put them up on my Etsy shop. But I just really, I don't know, I've been really enjoying making my own stickers this year. I don't think I could print these professionally because they just don't have the right quality. But I could definitely put the digital file up if you guys want. But I have a pretty cool week coming up next week. I am in I'm visiting my partner. He's actually moving down to Atlanta in the coming months here. But for now, we are still splitting our time between Atlanta and Cincinnati. So I'm in Cincinnati this week, or at least the week I'm filming this. So sorry, I'm in Cincinnati now, and then I'll be in Cincinnati next week. I mean, I usually don't have this much time with him, so that's kind of exciting. Like I miss my daughter because she's with her dad on spring break, but she's having a great time, so I'm not too worried. I know she's in good, capable hands with her dad, and they're having a good time. So, yeah, here we go. Sorry, trying to do two things at once. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to get to plan this week. And yeah, and this, because I miss her, because obviously she's not with me, like, it's really nice to get to have these kind of little things. So I like to do a meal plan from like here to here. And so I'll do one washi here, like a thinner one. Let's see if I can get this one up. And as you saw, I printed several sticker sheets because I kind of failed the first time. Okay, so I like to go at around midnight. Just go all the way down. This one is always a bit too long. And you'd think since I'm the one printing them, I would fix that, but nah, that'd be too easy. There we go. Now I like to do, like I make two. So in my sticker sheets, you can see there's like the tall one and the thin one and the thick one. So I do the thin one at the top and the thick one at the bottom. One of these stickers should be the width of a Hobonichi A5 page, but not so big that it like bleeds off. And yeah, I really need a better printer because this is kind of janky. Oh well, such is life. Here we go. Ooh, no, too soon. There we go. And then we do the bottom ones. Yeah, like I said, I'm still working with like, so I have a Cricut Joy extra large at my partner's house, and then at my house I have the Air. And it's the Air 3. It's like an old machine, but I find it works really, really well. Like I'm really fond of it. I love printing my stickers on it. And yeah, it's once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So I create my stickers in Canva, and then I do them. I don't know why I'm talking so much about my stickers. This is supposed to be a plan with me, not a stickers with me. Clearly I'm still getting used to them. So yeah, so what I like to do is, like, obviously this is when I do my meal planning, I will write my, so when I do my weekly planning, I will write all the meetings that I know I have here. So it'll be like a full weekly plan. And I usually do that on Sunday night. So right now what we're doing is we're just setting it up. Oh, I should do that the other way around, like I did before. Duh. This is why I don't talk when I do this, because I am not good at that. So yeah, so I will plan my week, like Sunday, the night, like on Sunday during the day. Because I know what, by then my like schedule for the coming week is pretty solid. And then any meetings that get added during the workday, I will usually just add to my days. So this is where I'll do that. So I like to put what I'm doing during the day. And so let's see, what do I know I have? I know that every morning, 10 to 11, I have morning meetings. Like that's just, and they're basically the same thing every morning. So we don't have to. And then on Wednesdays, we don't have meetings in the morning. I always end up having some meetings anyway. Morning meetings. Okay, and then I know I have a 1 o'clock with Snowflake. I am a studio director of analytics. And so if you didn't know that, now you do. So I know I have that. I know I have other meetings throughout, but I'll fill those out because believe it or not, those will sometimes get moved around during the weekend. Okay, so then Saturday is, like I said, is Jerry's birthday. So I know we're doing something with him, but then what I'll do here is I'll do meal planning. And because I'm with my partner, like we'll actually sit down and do meal planning together, but I like to fill that out. And then I think we're probably gonna end up going out on this day, but I'll talk with him. So now I kind of know, and I know that this day I need to drive to Atlanta. So I have that there. Now I know, like, I would probably never put anything in there. Like, that's kind of a given. Okay, so let's see. I can put things here. I always do a to-do list right here. That's always where my to-dos go. That is another non-negotiable. Come here. Right there. Ooh, no. Okay, so that's my to-do lists. And then I love doing these. I love these little strips of washi that I make. And a lot of times I'll print this on actual washi paper, but sometimes I won't. Sometimes I just don't even think about it. Highly doubtful I'm gonna have anything during those times. So, although on the weekend I might probably should have put it down there. I also can guarantee you that I'm not gonna have anything up here. So yeah, that can easily go up there. And then I just kind of like to scatter these around. Let's see, I really like this one of them riding a water coaster. That one is definitely going to be, going to be used. I'll probably put that here. Again, definitely not going to be waking up at this hour on a Friday when I'm at my boyfriend's house. No way. This picture right here of the mom and daughter is so cute. For those who don't know, I'm a huge Disney fan. So when I drew her, I drew little ears on her because I just thought they were so cute. They were just so cute. Couldn't help it. Okie dokie. So that's going to go right down here. Believe it or not, this is a place of honor because I always end up looking down there because of the meals. I know we're probably going to do something for Jerry for his birthday. And because of that, I'm actually going to take this here and I'm going to lay it like right here. And then I can always write down what time we're doing it. But this will help me know, hey, we're doing that on that time. And then this is a little boat ride. Mom and daughter in a boat ride. I'll show you like another image of it. These ones are kind of like more, I can't see, I don't know if you can see right there. Mom and daughter riding a little boat ride. If you know Disney, you know what ride that's supposed to be. Like, I don't need to tell you that. And then here we have them eating popcorn because one of my favorite things to do at theme parks is popcorn. That could go right down here. Because again, highly doubtful I'm gonna have something at that time for work. And I primarily use it for work. So yeah, that's kind of what I'll do just to get it ready. And it brings me joy. Now when I open it to fill it out on Sunday, I'll have what I have. And then I'll usually go to the days. And I haven't done it. Today was Friday and I didn't fill it out. But this day I kind of did. And so I'll put my meetings. I'll put my meetings and I'll put down like what I'm doing. So for example, tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing, but it'll be there. And then here, this is like a page. What I might actually do is take a large image like this one, but in large of my daughter and I, and put that there. I also have another couple of watercolors I've done of her and I that I'll put here. It's funny because I can't draw to save my life, like with actual watercolors, but because Procreate allows me to so easily delete things and I can trace and I can do so many things, it makes it really easy for me. So I'll probably do stickers there. But yeah, that's kind of how I plan. And then I'll literally go through on Monday and I will write out every single meeting. So it'll say 10 a.m. do this, 10 a.m. do that. And then to sort of get myself ready for the week ahead, sometimes what I like to do is I'm not a big fan of these times. And I have these really cool sticker sheets, or not sticker sheets, washies from Eric Small Things that it's so funny. Like I bought them not knowing that they were Eric Small Things and I love it. And people are talking about Eric Small Things and I kept thinking, God, I really need to get some of his stuff. And like, turns out I already have some of his stuff because you know, that's very typical me. So yeah, sometimes I like to just put a strip of washi. So I'll just do that to like help get myself ready. And I think having Eric Small Things washi tape in my planner for next week will bring me quite a bit of joy. So let's do that. Let us do that. Oop, it's fine. I always tell myself it's my planner, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just like to set this up ahead of time. Makes it easier for me to plan my week. I don't know, how do you guys use your Hobonichi? Like, do you use the daily pages for planning or do you use them for journaling? I've tried using them for journaling and I can tell you that there is not enough space here for me to journal. I journal really large. Like when I write, when I journal, my writing is like really large because I'm getting my emotions out. And so it's just like huge blocks. And so I cannot do it in a Hobonichi page. There's no way. However, when I plan, I'm like meticulous. And so I like having the small squares. And so like I find that like I'll have, I have two totally different pen types. One of them is for when I'm journaling and another one is for when I am planning, and ne'er shall the two meet. It does not happen. I very rarely will write in my planner with my journaling pens, and sometimes I'll write in my journal with my planner pens because I'll want like a finer line. Ooh, screwed that up. That's fine. Okay. And then Saturday and Sunday, I pretty much just draw pretty pictures or use stickers or whatever. Sometimes I like to cover what's down here, but it just kind of depends. I also have my Eric Small Things, my other Eric Small Things washi tape. I do. I have my other Eric Small Things washi tape. Why don't we use that? let's just make it like a whole thing, right? So I'll watch people who do like bullet journaling and I'm like, oh my God, I can't imagine, like, it's so much setting it up for the week. But then here I am, like, kind of setting mine up for the week. So I guess I kind of do something similar. Ooh. I like having the pages pretty, but I think what I like is that even if I don't do this, like even if I forget, I'm going to put this over here because if I'm a little short on washi tape, I just forgot that. If I forget for some reason, I can always just do it. This is, well, yeah, that could work. I can always just grab my planner, and when it's not pretty, you'll see that there's quite a lot of pages that didn't have this in it. And just use it, right? So when I want to make it pretty, I can, but I don't have to I don't have to do anything in order for it to work. And I think that's why I prefer Hobonichi. I think that's why, if I'm being totally honest, I use a planner as opposed to a Bujo, because I don't think I would be as successful. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is not going to cover all of that. So, but it does it enough. That's fine. That's totally fine. Yay. That worked out really well. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without screwing up completely. I love it when it spans like 2 pages. I always feel like that's so slick. Erin Smith does this all the time, and I'm so jealous of like how good she is with washi tape. I'm like, oh my God, girl, you're immaculate. Your use of the washi is immaculate. I love her. Actually, she's the only person who's ever made me consider that I could potentially get into bullet journaling. I know I never could, right? I know that I would lose my mind and not end up setting up the bullet journals in time and just be like really upset that I didn't set them up in time. Casey here, this is where we're just going to do this, and no one's going to know and no one's going to care because it just looks horrible. Yeah. Everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to care. No one's going to know. Everyone's going to know. I'm going to have to cut that because in the Hobonichi, it doesn't work. I got these little knives from Temu of all places, and they're horrible. They're absolutely terrible. But because they're so terrible, they're perfect for the Hobonichi because it never cuts through deep enough to cut the Hobonichi. If I'm trying to do something like amazing, these are not the knives I would use, but you know, for other things, they're great. I think I might take one of my, because I have the theme already and I have them printed anyway, I might take this sticker and just like put it down here. Make Thursday special. Thursday is my long day. I usually end up having tons of meetings on Thursday. I feel like everybody's trying to get everything done before Friday. So they're like, oh yeah, put the meeting at the end of the week, Thursday, which I appreciate because I would not like to have a very busy Friday. Like I have busy Fridays, some Fridays, and they're not my favorite. So, I will say Eric Small Things, like I really love his washi, or at least the washis I have of him, because they're really easy to peel up. They stick well enough that like I don't have to worry about them coming off, but they're also really easy to peel up. And I appreciate that because as you can see, I'm not the best at doing it. So yeah, like I said, what I'll do here is, and I always do this the day before, I don't do it ahead of time because I get a lot of meetings added and a lot of things happen throughout the day. So I'll usually put my meetings here, and then down here, I'll do a to-do list. And this is where I put notes that I have to do for things throughout the day. So if I have to post a video on my channel, I'll put up here, you know, post video. I have a special separate planner for my content. And so that one, like the details are in there, but here I'll remind myself, you need to post content because otherwise it'll never happen. And that again, I get from here. So if I have to post, like, for example, I post videos on I post videos on Thursdays and Sundays, but I definitely do not upload them on Thursdays and Sundays. So when I look at my day and I see what I have to do and see how busy I am, I'll say, okay, upload video this day. And I know that it has to be for Thursday and there has to be one for Sunday. This is probably going to end up being a bonus video that I like release on like, I don't know, whatever random day. I might even release it tomorrow on Saturday just because why not? But yeah, so like I said, I'll fill this out and I'll put my to-dos here, but then this is what I reference when I'm going back here to do my like daily planning. So like I said, what I'm doing, my meetings, where I have to be. This is actually why I started doing a journal, because I have so many calendars that I have to wrangle, my personal calendar, then I have my work calendar, and then my work calendar number 2, and then my daughter's calendar. And then now I also have my content creation calendar. And like, it's a lot. It's a whole lot of stuff. And I was not showing up to meetings. I will still sometimes not show up to a meeting because it's not in the right calendar. And that only happens on days that I did not sit down and do my Hobonichi. So I will do this the night before, and then I will reference it the first thing in the morning before I even turn on my computer. Well, that's not true. I turn on my computer. But before I start any of my meetings, I will definitely look in here and cross-reference all my calendars to make sure that everything is here. On the day of, I don't go back in here and fill it out. If I get a meeting on Monday for Friday, I will fill it in here. But on Friday, if I get a meeting for Friday, it does not go here. It goes here. And some days are really light and some days are insane. Like pretty light. This was a pretty light day. Didn't have that much. That day was crazy, right? This day was, I had a 10 o'clock, an 11 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, a 1 p.m., a 2 p.m., a 3 p.m., a 5:30, and then another 5:30. So I had a lot that day. And so that's kind of why I have my calendar set up the way that they are. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I know it's kind of like a little chat with me. This was a very informal video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more planner videos or more of my stickers, let me know. I love planners. Planners are what brought me to fountain pens. So they're very special for me. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.